In the quiet hours when the world seems to pause and the soul is left to wander through the corridors of its own inner landscape, there comes a stirring within a man who walks life's rugged path alone, a stirring that speaks to the indomitable spirit that refuses to be defined by the absence of others. In the soft silence of early morning, when the dew still clings to the blades of grass and the first light paints gentle hues on the horizon, a man who has known the solitude of friendlessness finds himself standing at the threshold of a profound realization. It is in that solitary moment that he begins to understand that the measure of a man is not in the number of companions who walk by his side, but in the quiet, unyielding strength that rises from within him, a strength that has been nurtured in the fertile soil of loneliness and tempered by the trials of life. He learns that every moment of isolation is not a mark of deficiency, but a canvas upon which his inner world is painted with the vibrant colors of hope, courage, and self-discovery. Each day, as the sun climbs higher into the sky, he observes the gentle persistence of nature, the way the tiny seed, buried in the dark earth, finds the courage to break through the soil and bask in the light. In this natural wonder, he sees a reflection of his own journey. Though he may walk without the hand of a friend to steady him, he is no less capable of reaching for the stars. His heart, resilient and unwavering, beats with the quiet assurance that his solitude is not a curse but an opportunity to discover his true essence, to listen deeply to the wisdom that whispers in the silence. The path he treads is one of self-reliance, where every stumble is a lesson and every scar a testament to battles fought and won. In the stillness of his solitude, he finds that the power to overcome the shadows of doubt resides within him. He recalls the echoes of ancient voices that spoke of resilience and dignity, of the quiet strength that rises even when the world around seems indifferent. With each step, he becomes more attuned to the cadence of his own heartbeat, a steady rhythm that sings of potential and possibility. He discovers that his worth is not measured by the applause of others, but by the quiet, unyielding determination that keeps him moving forward in the face of adversity. In the vast expanse of his inner landscape, he cultivates a garden of dreams and aspirations, each one tenderly nurtured by the gentle rain of his perseverance. The dreams are not fleeting illusions, but deep-seated visions of a life where the brilliance of his soul shines with unabashed radiance. Though the night may be long and the journey arduous, he holds on to the belief that every dark moment is but a precursor to the dawn, a promise that light will eventually break through the thick canopy of despair. His spirit, though sometimes bruised by the harsh realities of isolation, remains unbowed. For he has learned that true strength is not the absence of pain, but the grace with which one endures it, transforming every hardship into a stepping stone toward a brighter tomorrow. There are times when the weight of solitude feels almost unbearable, when the heart aches for the warmth of a kindred spirit or the gentle reassurance of a friend's smile. In these moments, he turns inward, drawing from the well of his own resilience, and finds solace in the simple yet profound truth that he is the master of his own destiny. The absence of external validation becomes an invitation to forge an intimate relationship with the self, a relationship built on honesty, compassion, and the unwavering belief that his value is intrinsic and eternal. In the quiet conversation with his own heart, he finds the strength to rise above the din of loneliness, recognizing that his journey is a sacred one, filled with opportunities for growth, transformation, and the discovery of hidden reservoirs of power. As he navigates the winding road of life, each twist and turn becomes a chapter in the epic story of his existence. Every challenge, every setback, and every solitary night spent in introspection weaves together the tapestry of his character. A tapestry rich with the hues of determination, fortitude, and unyielding hope. He begins to see that the true measure of his existence is not found in the transient company of others, but in the enduring legacy of his inner light, a light that shines even in the darkest corners of his soul. It is this light, kindled by the fires of adversity and nurtured by the seeds of his own determination, that illuminates the path ahead, guiding him with quiet certainty toward the realization of his deepest aspiration. In the midst of his solitary journey, he encounters moments of unexpected beauty. A smile from a stranger, the gentle rustle of leaves in a quiet park, the soft murmur of a distant stream. These fleeting instances serve as reminders that even when it seems as though the world has turned its back, life itself is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Every small kindness, every subtle gesture of warmth is a whisper of hope that affirms the truth that he is never truly alone. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, orchestrates these delicate moments of connection, reminding him that his solitude is not a barrier but a bridge that leads him ever closer to the realization that his most enduring friend is the essence of his own being. In the quiet solitude of his heart, he contemplates the beauty of self-discovery and the transformative power of inner reflection. He recalls the times when he felt the sting of rejection and the pain of misunderstanding, and yet from these wounds a fierce determination was born, a determination to rise above the limitations imposed by the judgments of others. The scars he bears are not marks of weakness, but badges of honor. Each one a reminder of the battles he has fought and the victories he has claimed in the silent war within. They tell the story of a man who, despite the absence of external camaraderie, has discovered the strength to stand tall and embrace his own truth with unflinching courage. He realizes that the journey towards self-acceptance is a continuous process, a dance between vulnerability and strength, between sorrow and joy. It is in the very act of acknowledging his own pain that he finds the courage to transform it into a force for good. Each tear shed in the quiet of night is a testament to his capacity for feeling deeply, and each drop of sorrow is transmuted into the gold of resilience. In this alchemy of the heart, he learns that his true worth is not diminished by the lack of outward accolades, but is magnified by the depth of his inner life. A life rich with the lessons of perseverance, the beauty of introspection, and the quiet power of a soul that refuses to be defined by the absence of external validation. The journey is long and often winding, but in every step he takes, he carries with him the silent promise that he is enough, that his very existence in all its complexity and wonder is a beacon of hope for those who may also feel unseen or unloved. He understands that while the world may sometimes fail to recognize his value, his worth is not determined by the fleeting opinions of others, but by the timeless truth that lies at the core of his being. This truth, as ancient as the stars and as enduring as the mountains, is the belief that every man, regardless of the number of friends who walk beside him, possesses an inner reservoir of strength and beauty that is immeasurable and eternal. In the stillness of his journey, he embraces the quiet power of solitude, recognizing that it is within these moments of aloneness that the seeds of greatness are sown. Like the majestic oak that grows from a tiny acorn, he understands that every trial, every moment of isolation is an opportunity for growth, a chance to stretch his roots deeper into the rich soil of his own character. He listens intently to the whispers of the wind and the murmur of the earth, finding in them the echoes of ancient wisdom that remind him of the interconnectedness of all life. In the solitude of his path, he discovers that he is part of a larger tapestry, a cosmic dance in which every soul plays a unique and irreplaceable role. The absence of friendship he comes to see is not a void, but a space filled with the potential for infinite possibility. A space where he can cultivate the full measure of his own strength, creativity, and resilience. Every morning as the light spills over the horizon and the world awakens to a new day, he rises with a quiet determination to honor the gift of his own life. He speaks softly to his heart, affirming that his journey is sacred and that his solitude is a canvas upon which he can paint the vivid colors of his own destiny. There is a fierce beauty in the way he moves through the world. A beauty born not of external validation, but of an unshakable belief in his own inherent worth. His eyes, filled with the fire of determination, reflect the silent resolve that has carried him through the darkest nights and the loneliest hours. With every step, he reclaims the narrative of his life, refusing to let the absence of friendship define him or diminish the brilliance of his own spirit. In the quiet moments between the hustle and bustle of everyday life, he finds solace in the simple act of being present, to savor the taste of a morning cup of tea, to marvel at the intricate patterns of light and shadow dancing on the walls, to listen to the gentle cadence of his own breath. These moments of mindfulness are not trivial or insignificant. They are profound affirmations of his right to exist fully, to experience deeply, and to love unconditionally, even if that love is directed first and foremost toward himself. In the soft spaces of solitude, he discovers the quiet magic of self-compassion, a magic that transforms every hardship into an opportunity for growth, and every moment of loneliness into a celebration of his own. His journey, though solitary in appearance, is a vibrant symphony of self-discovery, a song of survival that echoes through the corridors of time with the promise of renewal and rebirth. He recalls the wisdom of those who came before him, the voices of poets and prophets who spoke of the courage to stand alone and the grace to embrace one's own truth. Their words resonate within him like a timeless melody, reminding him that the power of the human spirit is not measured by the company one keeps, but by the depth of love one holds for oneself. In their echoes, he hears the call to rise above the judgments of a world that often misunderstands the quiet strength of solitude, and he finds in their words a roadmap for his own journey, a journey marked by moments of quiet introspection, moments when the soul speaks louder than the clamor of a crowded world. With each recollection, he gathers the scattered fragments of his own experience, piecing together a mosaic of hope, determination, and unyielding courage that defies the limitations imposed by loneliness. As the seasons change and the winds of life blow with both gentle caresses and fierce tempests, he learns to dance with the rhythms of nature, a dance that celebrates both the calm and the storm. In the vibrant hues of autumn leaves and the soft whispers of winter's snow, he finds metaphors for his own journey. The idea that every ending is but a precursor to a new beginning, every moment of isolation a necessary step toward the blossoming of a more profound, resilient self. His heart, though it may sometimes feel the chill of solitude, is warmed by the eternal flame of hope. A flame that burns with a light so steady and pure that it dispels the shadows of doubt and fear. This inner fire, nurtured by a lifetime of challenges and triumphs, illuminates his path and imbues every step with a sense of purpose that is both transcendent and deeply personal. In the quiet dialogue with the universe, he listens to the gentle hum of existence and learns that the absence of a friend does not equate to the absence of love. The love that resides within him is vast and unbounded, a love that has been cultivated in the fertile fields of experience, watered by the tears of sorrow, and nourished by the seeds of hope. It is a love that knows no limits, a love that stands firm in the face of solitude, and a love that teaches him that his worth is measured not by the presence of others, but by the authenticity of his own being. With every breath he takes, he embraces this love, letting it fill the empty spaces within him until they overflow with a radiance that can illuminate even the darkest night. He speaks softly to the silence. His words are a gentle reminder that the journey towards self-realization is a sacred one, an odyssey that demands both vulnerability and strength. In this journey, he discovers that the path is not always smooth or predictable, that there are moments when the weight of loneliness threatens to overwhelm him. Yet in those very moments, he finds the opportunity to reaffirm his commitment to living authentically, to honoring the truth that his life is a masterpiece in progress. Each setback, each trial is transformed by the power of his own resolve into a stepping stone that leads him closer to the realization of his own potential. The quiet resilience that he cultivates in the face of adversity becomes a beacon of hope, a guiding light that not only illuminates his own path, but also offers a silent testament to the transformative power of the human spirit. In the gentle unfolding of each day, he rediscovers the beauty of his own reflection, a reflection that is not marred by the absence of external validation, but is enriched by the inner light that shines from within. He sees in his own eyes the traces of battles fought and victories won, the scars that bear witness to the struggles that have shaped him into a being of quiet dignity and unassailable worth. With every step he takes along this solitary road, he gathers the fragments of his past and weaves them into a tapestry of strength, beauty, and boundless possibility. The lessons learned learned in the silent hours become the pillars upon which he builds the edifice of his life, a structure so resilient and majestic that it stands as a testament to the enduring power of self-love and perseverance. He understands that in the grand scheme of life, the presence of a friend is but one of many blessings that adorn the journey of the soul. The absence of friendship, while it may sting like a bitter wind, is also an invitation to cultivate a deeper, more intimate relationship with oneself. A relationship that blossoms in the quiet spaces of reflection and grows stronger with every moment of honest introspection. In this sacred communion with his own heart, he learns that he is not defined by what he lacks, but by the infinite reservoir of strength and grace that resides within him. His solitude becomes a sanctuary where he can nurture his dreams, celebrate his triumphs, and find the courage to face each new day with a spirit that is both tender and fiercely determined. Every step he takes is imbued with the quiet certainty that his journey, though at times marked by the absence of familiar voices, is a journey toward a deeper understanding of who he is meant to be. He recognizes that the road ahead is paved not with the fleeting moments of external companionship, but with the enduring light of self-awareness, a light that grows brighter with each challenge faced and each victory claimed in the quiet recesses of his heart. In the tender silence of the night, as the stars twinkle with a celestial brilliance that mirrors the fire within him, he feels the pulse of the universe beating in harmony with his own. It is a rhythm that speaks of infinite possibility, a cadence that reminds him that even in moments of profound solitude, he is part of a larger interconnected tapestry, a tapestry woven from the threads of resilience, hope, and the relentless pursuit of a life lived in truth. The lessons he has learned along the way are etched into the fabric of his being, lessons that teach him that the essence of a fulfilling life is not measured by the transient company of others, but by the unwavering commitment to honor his own truth. In the quiet spaces between heartbeats, he finds the courage to rise above the limitations imposed by isolation and to embrace a destiny that is defined not by the opinions of others, but by the brilliance of his own inner light. His journey is a living testament to the power of self-belief, a narrative that unfolds with every breath and every step, echoing with the timeless refrain that within each of us lies the potential to overcome, to transform, and to shine with an unyielding radiance that can illuminate even the darkest corners of existence. In the soft glow of twilight, as the day slowly yields to the embrace of night, he stands at the crossroads of his own destiny, aware that the path he treads is uniquely his own, a path forged by the fires of perseverance and illuminated by the gentle spark of hope. In that quiet moment, when the world around him is hushed and the only sound is the beating of his own heart, he feels a profound connection to the eternal truth that every soul, no matter how solitary it may seem, is part of an endless dance of light and shadow, a dance that celebrates the beauty of individuality and the resilience of the human spirit. The gentle murmur of the wind, the soft rustling of leaves, and the distant call of a nightingale all seem to sing in unison, affirming the silent promise that every moment of isolation is an opportunity for renewal. Every moment of solitude a chance to discover the depths of one's own inner strength. And so he walks, step by measured step, along the winding path of life, each footfall a quiet declaration of his resolve to rise, to thrive, and to embrace the journey with a heart that is open, resilient, and brimming with the fierce light of hope. With each passing day, he learns to cherish the beauty of his own company, to find solace in the stillness of his own thoughts, and to recognize that the journey toward fulfillment is a sacred pilgrimage undertaken not in the company of many, but in the quiet, steadfast communion with the self. In the echoes of his solitary footsteps, there is a music, a melody that speaks of courage, resilience, and the unbreakable bond between the soul and the dreams it dares to nurture. In this endless journey, where every challenge is met with the courage of a heart that refuses to yield, the man who has known the ache of friendlessness discovers that his greatest ally is the spirit that lives within him, a spirit that, like a mighty river carving its way through unyielding stone or foam, persists against all odds, defies every barrier, and transforms each hardship into a stepping stone toward a brighter, more vibrant future. His eyes, reflecting the soft glow of determination, shine with the quiet certainty that the absence of friendship does not diminish his capacity to love, to dream, or to create a legacy that is as enduring as the stars in the night sky. With every breath, he fills his lungs with the promise of tomorrow. The promise that his life is a canvas upon which he can paint the vivid hues of hope, resilience, and unbounded possibility. In the ever-unfolding tapestry of his life, the threads of loneliness and solitude are interwoven with strands of beauty, strength, and an indomitable will to persevere. The man who walks this path alone comes to understand that the moments when the world seems silent are, in fact, the moments when the heart speaks most clearly, when the quiet truths of existence reveal themselves in the delicate interplay of shadow and light. In the gentle cadence of his own thoughts, he finds the wisdom to forgive his past, to embrace the lessons of his journey, and to open his heart to the infinite possibilities that lie ahead. Each day is a new verse in the ongoing poem of his existence, a verse that celebrates the quiet triumph of a soul that rises above the limitations of loneliness to claim the fullness of its own destiny. There is a sacred beauty in the way he lives his life, a beauty that is born not of external accolades, but of an inner radiance that shines through every challenge, every tear, and every moment of quiet introspection. His spirit, unburdened by the need for constant validation, flows like a gentle stream through the rugged terrain of existence, carving out pathways of hope and resilience where others might see only despair. In the soft murmur of the wind and the whisper of distant memories, he hears the call to rise above the confines of isolation, to embrace the fullness of his own identity, and to celebrate the journey of self-discovery with every fiber of his being. Each day, as he walks the delicate line between solitude and connection, he gathers the scattered pieces of his heart and assembles them into a mosaic of triumph. A mosaic that tells the story of a man who, despite the absence of many friends, has found in his own reflection a companion more steadfast, more enduring, and infinitely more precious than any transient company the world might offer. In the quiet spaces of his existence, where the clamor of the external world fades into a gentle hum, he cultivates a sense of inner peace that becomes the bedrock upon which he builds his dreams. It is in these moments of serene solitude that the whispers of possibility grow louder, urging him to cast aside the doubts that once weighed him down and to step boldly into a future defined by hope, resilience, and a quiet, unwavering self-belief. The man who has known the loneliness of friendlessness now understands that his true journey is not one of scarcity, but of abundance, a journey in which the riches of the heart, the treasures of inner strength, and the priceless gift of self-knowledge are the true measures of a life well lived. In every heartbeat, in every quiet moment of reflection, he reaffirms the truth that his solitude is not a void to be feared, but a vast expanse of potential waiting to be explored. A space where dreams take root and blossom into realities that are as vibrant and boundless as the sky above. The cadence of his journey, marked by moments of quiet resilience and bursts of unexpected joy, forms a gentle symphony. A symphony that sings of the beauty of life lived authentically, of the power of a spirit that stands unbroken in the face of adversity, and of the enduring truth that every man, regardless of the number of friends by his side, is capable of creating a life filled with purpose, passion, and an everlasting light that shines from within. In the soft glow of each new day, he sees the promise of renewal, the quiet invitation to embrace life fully and without reservation. His journey, rich with the lessons of solitude and the triumphs of self-discovery, becomes a testament to the quiet power of the human spirit, a power that, like a gentle flame dancing in the wind, refuses to be extinguished by the trials of a world that sometimes forgets to look beyond the surface. With every step he takes, the echoes of his inner strength resonate with the timeless truth that true friendship begins with the recognition and celebration of one's own worth, a truth that is as enduring as it is transformative. In the unfolding story of his life, every moment of loneliness, every silent hour spent in contemplation becomes a sacred chapter, a chapter that speaks of resilience, hope, and the quiet beauty of a soul that has learned to stand strong in its own light. The man who has walked this solitary path carries within him a treasure trove of wisdom, a collection of experiences that have shaped him into a being of quiet dignity and unyielding resolve. Though the journey may sometimes seem long and the nights dark, he holds fast to the belief that the brilliance of his own spirit is a beacon that can light the way even in the most challenging times. Each day, as he rises to face the world with a heart full of quiet determination, he reclaims the narrative of his own life, a narrative that is written not in the fleeting presence of others, but in the eternal language of the soul. And so in the gentle unfolding of every sunrise and the soft whisper of each twilight hour, the man who has known the pangs of friendlessness continues his journey with a spirit that is unbowed and a heart that is fiercely alive. The trials he has endured, the silent battles fought in the solitude of his own being, have all contributed to the magnificent tapestry of his existence, a tapestry woven with threads of courage, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to embrace life fully and authentically. In the midst of this journey, he finds that every moment of isolation is an opportunity to discover new depths within himself, to uncover reservoirs of strength that he never knew existed, and to cultivate a sense of inner peace that nourishes his soul in ways that the company of others never could. The beauty of his solitary journey lies not in what is missing, but in what is abundantly present of self-awareness, a profound connection to the inner voice that guides him through every twist and turn of life. With every heartbeat, he learns to cherish the quiet moments of introspection, the subtle pauses between the rush of everyday life, as sacred intervals during which the wisdom of the universe is revealed in gentle whispers. In these sacred moments, he comes to understand that the absence of external validation is not a measure of his worth, but rather an invitation to nurture the deep, abiding love that he holds for himself, a love that is patient, tender, and ever-growing. As he journeys onward, the landscape of his life transforms into a canvas painted with the rich hues of hope and determination. The roads he travels, though sometimes solitary, are lined with the vibrant memories of challenges overcome and dreams realized. Each step is a silent declaration of his unwavering belief in the beauty of his own spirit, a belief that has been forged in the crucible of life's adversities and refined by the gentle touch of time. The solitude that once felt like a void now reveals itself as a sanctuary where the seeds of possibility are sown, nurtured by the steady rhythms of self-reflection and the quiet cadence of a heart that knows its own value. In the soft illumination of a quiet evening, as the stars begin to whisper their ancient secrets to the night sky, he stands in awe of the vast universe that mirrors the endless possibilities within. The gentle light of distant galaxies, the serene glow of the moon, and the quiet murmur of a breeze that carries the fragrance of distant memories all converge to create a symphony of beauty that speaks to the resilient spirit of a man who has learned to find strength in solitude. It is in these moments that he recognizes that the journey towards self-realization is not marked by the transient presence of others, but by the lasting impact of the inner light that he has nurtured over the years, a light that burns with quiet intensity, defying the darkness and illuminating the path ahead with the promise of hope and renewal.